Holy moly, this movie was not joking by calling itself Crazy Rich Asians. I mean, the money thrown around by the characters seems more like a gold-plated fantasy than real life, with all the first-class planes, hotels, luxury cars, private islands, secluded mansions, over-the-top weddings. I mean, they threw in everything. Crazy Rich Asians is a fish-out-of-water story featuring fresh-off-the-boat's Constance Wu, who flies to Singapore with her boyfriend to meet his extraordinarily wealthy family.
The film has your traditional chick flick elements. It also adds a little bit more screwball comedy and lavish rich person parody into the mix to, reach both men and women watching this movie. The movie has love story suspense. What will the family say about Rachel? Will she survive the high-stress ordeal? Will love conquer all? However, it's so lighthearted and comedic that there's no doubt the movie's gonna end happily ever after.
I was laughing from beginning to end. There's great moments throughout, but the standout star is Awkwafina, who plays Rachel's lovable friend from college, Peck Lin. Now, Peck Lin's father's played by Ken Jeong, and when they're on screen together, it's simply them fighting to see who can get the biggest laugh. Constance Wu and Henry Golding do a great job as the leads, Rachel and Nick. However, it's the supporting cast that deserve all of the credit for making this movie a success.
The film is a who's who of Asian actors, including Michelle Yeoh, who plays Nick's mother and is the main antagonist of the film. She has classy, angry face down to a science.
I think Michelle Yeoh was even scarier in this movie than when she was swinging swords around and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Nick's mom adds some suspense into the mix because she doesn't really approve of Rachel and she'll do anything to break them up. I mean, the second half of the film is just a contest between the two of who can keep Nick in their life. All of the backstabbing by friends and family makes this movie at times kind of feel like a soap opera, and it can be a little melodramatic. However, this movie does not forget it's a comedy and infuses humor into every scene.
It's a comedy. I did laugh at some parts, especially when one of the groomsmen fired this rocket launcher off the back of a boat and sent this bikini-clad chick flying backwards, but, there's no action in this movie. It's a chick flick.
There are moments that kind of feel like Asian stereotypes, but everyone in the audience, including all of the Asians, were laughing as well.
I don't know if the behavior is a good example of Crazy Rich Asians or just crazy rich people in general, but the giggle bits never stopped coming.
An amazing cast doing an excellent job of making a typical chick flick into something more. 8 out of 10. Awkwafina is a pure star and we will no doubt see her in dozens of movies in the next few years. 7 out of 10.
You see this? I'm still smiling. I could not stop laughing. 9 out of 10.
It hits the love story plot points it's supposed to hit. No big surprises here. 5 out of 10.
Zero action in it, but that's no surprise. But because you put in a rocket launcher scene, I'll give you a 2 out of 10. We here at Who's Review give Crazy Rich Asians the overall rating of crazy good. Now, a lot of people are making a big buzz about this movie for its Asian cast and crew, and it's an empowering example of where Hollywood should be going, and it is. However, if you put all that aside, it's still a really good love story with a lot of comedy for everyone in the audience to enjoy. It also has a lot of breakout comedic performances that you'd be crazy to miss. Well, there you have it. That's our review of Crazy Rich Asians. What do you think? Are we way off? Right on? Let us know what you think in the comment section below and we'll check it out and respond. As always, if you want to stay up to date on all things Who's Review, make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and most importantly of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We thank you guys for checking us out here at Who's Review, where everyone's a critic. Private islands, secluded mansions, top wedding. Whatever. If I get all but one, it's whatever.